Hey Soul Warriors, it is Tara and it is day 16 of 28 Days to Peace. So my day 16 was all about changes and taking responsibility. So I'm just going to read to you what I wrote that day and then we can talk about it a little bit. So I wrote changes. Some happen with ease, some are super messy, some are quick, and some take a lot of time. So you should make choices and take the steps that lead to your desired changes and then own all the parts of it. Or you can do it the hard way and be at the will of the world. Your undesired changes are something to own as well. So what I mean by that is that we're all making steps and we're all making choices every day. And so a lot of the changes that are occurring around us are because of our actions or our lack of action. Lack of action is also a choice too. So we're creating all the time around us. And a lot of times I see when people get a change that happens that is undesired, they get all upset and they get all angry and there's this big outpouring of energy and then they feel depleted after. Instead of just like owning the change because it's what's going on in your life and keep moving and just making really conscious choices to make sure you are making those desired steps towards your desired change. Not that you're always going to end up there because change just happens on a dime sometimes. It's not something we're expecting or something that we're planning or working towards. But a lot of the big changes you can control and you set up in your life, believe it or not. Some of the ones like my friendship that blew up that I was talking about, that's part of my peace process on this 28 days cycle. I take responsibility of I let that person in my life. I let that person get close to me. Would I do it again? I mean, in hindsight, no, but realistically, probably because we jived and we were aligned at the beginning when we first became friends. So, I need to own that I was in alignment with that person at this time and I let that person into my life and I had them close to me and I let them stick around in my life as long as I did too. So, I made a lot of different choices. I'm not saying that it's my fault of what happened that blew it up because I didn't make the choices that she made. But, it was my choice to, play with this person. So you have to own everything and then it takes your power back. Because I also see when people start blaming like, this happened because of this job and this happened because of this person and this happened because of that situation. It's like your energy and your power are going out and away from you. So to grab your power and your energy back, you just take ownership, take responsibility of it. Like, okay, this is a change that's going on in my life and this is what I'm going to do about it. Like just own your power and stop letting it leak out. And also like being at the will of the world. I don't like being at the will of the world. I'll say sometimes I do, I guess, because some really big changes have been surprising to me and have worked out really well, much better than I ever thought that they would, even though I was skeptical of these changes at the beginning. But I like to be at the will of myself and what I want and what my soul really feels like I need and what my soul feels is my mission while I'm here. So I try to be as soul intentional as I possibly can with my everyday life so that I can deal with changes better when they happen unexpectedly. And a lot of the changes are because of my own doing. And then I feel in control most of the time because I know we all like to feel like we're in control of our world and what's going on around us, even though realistically we aren't most of the time. But, maintaining your energy is you maintaining your control. Somebody said to me also today, be aware but not bothered. And I really liked that. So be aware of what your choices are. Be aware of what your intentions are. Be aware of where your choices are leading you. And just own all of those changes as they pop up and be aware of them. And even if it's something that you don't like, don't be bothered by it. Just make different choices and just keep stepping. So that was my day 16. So changes, they happen quick, easy, messy, and sometimes very simple. But the more you own it, the more you maintain your energy, the more that you are in control and in your power, and the better and the more potent these changes that come about. I just noticed like thinking back about this, when these changes were happening for me, new friends and new situations that started coming into my space as these 28 days of peace were going on for me. Yeah, so looking back at this has just been truly amazing at changes that I didn't even I think realize at the time that, I'm just reflecting on now. So just really own it, embrace it, and be aware of your power, be aware of your energy, but don't be bothered when the changes happen, because things always change again. So we just keep moving with it. All right. I hope you all have an amazing night, and I will see you all tomorrow for day 17. Thanks, Soul Warriors. Have a good one.